Hi everyone, I've noticed a lot of people are doing the planning tags on YouTube, so I decided that I'm going to do my own. So what I'll do is I'll write the questions in the box below, and then everyone can either reply or make their own. So number 1, will you find out the gender? Me and Matt have already found out the gender at our 20-week scan. We're having a little boy, so I couldn't wait the whole time and go without finding out. So yep, we know the gender. Number 2, will you use a pacifier, or as we say over here, dummy? Yes, we will be using a dummy. I don't want to depend on it, but we will be using one if and when we need to. Number 3, do you have any nursery ideas? Yes, we do. We want to go for a jungle theme, which is gender neutral, and I also think I don't like. I wouldn't really want to have a blue room, because it would have to be baby blue, and then as he gets older he'd grow out of it. I mean, not to say that he won't grow out of the jungle theme, but I mean, I just would like to have that, and Matt's happy with that, so yep, we're going to go for a jungle theme. Number 4, are you the first, middle or last of your friends to try to conceive? I've had a lot of people in my year at school who have had children. None of my close friends have had children. So out of my really close friends, I would say I'm the first. So yep. And I think Matt, he's had one close friend that's had a baby, but then he is pretty new to this as well, so I'd say that he's kind of the middle. Number 5, will you get or use hand-me-downs? Most of our clothes are either second-hand or given to us. I'm one of 7 myself, and I have no problems with having hand-me-down clothes. It's what I had most of my childhood, so I'm not bothered at all by having hand-me-downs, and I'm sure that my son won't have any problem with having hand-me-downs. Number 6, how close in age would you like your children? This is a tough one because I've had a really bad pregnancy. My mum had no problems at all, and there's quite a close age gap with us, my brother and sisters. I think it all depends on how it goes with him that I haven't had yet. If everything goes smoothly, and I mean I want to try for another baby, then I'd discuss that with Matt and see how that went. But for the time being, I don't want another one for at least another 2 years. Purely to give my body a rest, and yeah, so that's that. Number 7, will you make your own baby food? I actually discussed this with Matt the other day. If I find out how to do it, I have no problem trying. I've never done it before, but if money's tight and he enjoys it, then I don't see why not. But if I have to buy food out of a jar or out of a packet, then I will do, because I know it doesn't do them any harm. So yep. Number 8, will you co-sleep? There's a lot of controversy on this. Some people say no, you shouldn't, because it ruins their pattern when they grow up. Some people do. Some people don't admit to co-sleeping. But I mean, I probably will end up having him in the bed with us at some point. So I'm not gonna sit here and say no, he's not gonna co-sleep, and then a couple of months down the line he ends up in the bed with us. So I would say I don't want to, but if he does, then I'll try and get him out the habit as soon as possible. And I don't have anything against anyone that does, really. If that's how they like to do it, that's how they like to do it. So, number 9, will you use a stroller / pram? Yep, we've got, my mum has given me and Matt pretty much a brand new, hang on 1 second. My cat is climbing up the wardrobe. Yeah, we will pretty much be using the one my mum gave us. It's a 3-wheeler travel system, complete with a car seat. So it's only been used by one other baby, which is my younger sister. She's only 5, so we will be using that. So yeah. Number 10, will you go back to work or stay at home? I've pretty much had most of my pregnancy off of work, so depending on financially is whether I go back to work, but I will take most of the maternity leave off anyway. Number 11, after the baby, how long will you let them cry before getting them? I think this means like self-soothing and things like that. I don't know, because I'm a first-time mum, so I don't know how long I'd let them cry for. I know my mum did it with my brother, and it is distressing, but I mean, it worked, and he's fine now, so I don't really know what I'd do at the moment. Number 12, how often will you bath your child? I will bath him as often as he needs to. I know you shouldn't bath them too much when they're first born, because they lose their natural oils and things like that. So I think I'll, you know, just discuss it with my mum and my midwife and things like that, and just see what they suggest and things like that. So yeah. Number 13, will you do extending or rear-facing car seat? We have got the car seat. I think it just sits the normal way. I'm not actually sure. So I'll have to check that, because I'm 27 weeks today, so it won't be long till that has to go in the car. So number 14, will you breastfeed, and if so, for how long? Yes, I do want to breastfeed. Obviously I know sometimes things don't always go according to plan, but I would like to breastfeed, definitely. And for how long? I'd like to do it for at least 6 months, definitely. And then maybe up to a year. But it all depends on him, really. Sometimes they don't want to breastfeed anymore and they self-wean themselves. So at least 6 months, I'd say. Number 15, when will you introduce solids / baby food? Okay, also again, a lot of controversy over this one. Some people start at 4 months, some people start later. I'm going to be pretty... My cat is climbing up the wardrobe. I think I'm just going to go pretty easy. If he wants to start eating solids, then I will try him. Not before 4 months. He's going to have purely breast milk or formula, whichever way it pans out. So anything after 4 months, if he wants to have more, then I'll try it then. 16, do you want a boy or girl first? I've always wanted a boy first. I pretty much convinced myself we was having a girl, so it was such a surprise, a really nice surprise when we found out we was having a boy first. Just, you know, so you get the older brother thing, because I never had that. 17, do you have any names picked out? We have a couple of names picked out. We're not deciding for certain on a name until he's born, because we want to put a name to his face, but we like the name Freddie and we like the name Ethan. We also like a couple of other names, but we're not entirely sure on them yet. It's still m's and r's, and so yeah, those two are definite names that we both like. Number 18, how many children do you want? Now this has changed since I was younger. I was like, oh, I want 4, I want, I want an even number. Obviously we've got the 1 on the way. My partner is an identical twin, so there's twins that run in his family. My partner is, my partner is one of 4 and I one of 7. I haven't really decided on how many I'd want, but just start with the first one really and see how that goes. So 19, will you homeschool? Nope, I am not homeschooling. I congratulate everyone who does homeschool, but I personally will not be homeschooling. We have a great schooling system in the UK, so he will be attending school. 20. Will you be having a home or hospital birth? My mum has had 3 home births and a hospital births. She really, will talk to the cows come home about how good home births are. I would like to try home birth, but this time around, because of all the complications and things like that, I will be having a hospital birth. 21. Are you having a planned C-section, epidural, or a natural birth? I would like to have a natural birth, but I am not saying no to any pain medication. If I'm in pain, I will get the medication. I think it's a bit stupid to go in there saying, yeah, I want to do it, pain-free, all natural, and then be disappointed when you can't do it and feel like you've let yourself down and let others down. Not at all. If you are in pain, get the pain relief, seriously. So I will be doing that. 22, will you drink while pregnant? No, I will not. I am not really a big drinker to begin with, so I am not drinking whilst pregnant. My mum had the odd glass of wine when she was pregnant with my brothers and sisters and maybe myself. If people want to do that, that's fine, that's up to them, but for me, no. And the last one, 23, will you cloth diaper, or in the UK, nappy, or use disposables? I think, for me, I'm going to use disposables, purely because it's easier. I know it's not as good as on the environment, but we will be using disposables. So, a lot of other people do it, and I'm not just going to, I know it probably sounds a bit sheepish, but oh well. So yeah, that's all the questions. I said I would, and I am definitely tagging young mummy to be, and anyone else who would like to join in this tag, and yeah, have fun, and yeah, I look forward to seeing your responses. Okay, thanks everyone. Yeah, bye.